Okay, before we get started, um, s- Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is a presentation of sales data analysis of PT Sejahtera Bersama. So my name is Brahman Tirakadinugraha, but you can call me Bram, and welcome to the sales data analysis project of PT Sejahtera Bersama. Pleased to know you. Okay, so before we getting started, there are some highlights for this project. First of all, we need the master table creation because, as we all know, the table is in disarray. Now we also have interactive visualizations. Um, in these visualizations, we need to getting some insights. From the data itself. We need to know what's what. And then after that, we need to know what to do after that and how we do it. So basically, so we need to know basically the recommendations according from the visualizations. So this project not only showcases technical skills in data handling, but also demonstrates the ability to translate raw data into a business value. So before we get started, we need to know the project roadmap. We need to know what to do in these projects. So first of all, we need to do data preparations. We need to identify primary keys and establish relationships. And then after that, we could create the master table. We could combine the necessary data into one table. And after that, we do data visualizations. We use creative, interactive dashboards in order to actually pull in some recommendations. We could do analyze trends and propose strategies. So in the data preparations, here are the diagrams provided. You know, so first of all, we have customers, we have orders, we have products, we have product category. So we're here to identify the primary keys. Remember, so customer ID is the primary keys of customers, and which also relates to customer ID. So in orders, so one customer could put up a large amount of orders. Meanwhile, one orders could only relate to one customer. So, and then we have order ID. We have product number, we have category ID, and then we have the product number actually relates to the products in the product table. How do I put this into words? So, one product could have only one number, and one product number could actually have several products. And then we also have products to product category. We have categories relates to category ID, and so on and so forth. So after that, we put it into a table. Remember, I remember when I say master table creation, we actually need to put up the necessary data into one table. So here are the necessary data. So we have customer email and customer city obtained from customer table. We have order date and order quantity obtained from orders. We have product name and product price obtained from products. Now we also have product category name and total sales obtained from product category. If you want to see further details into this, such as technical aspects, I recommend you to see the appendix itself. So we have the data visualizations. First of all, we have these visualizations of sales trend over time. Now, as we could see, there are peaks and valleys. Now, what do we do with those? So we have peaks and valleys. It's seasonal. So we have seasonal peaks. For example, we have between the 1st January of 2020 and March 2nd, 2020. We have one peaks. We have also we have some visible peaks here in the 1st January of 2021, and so on and so forth. So what we could actually observe from these are actually we have we have up and downs of sales. So what we actually wanted to do is um, we need to, let's say for example, we um, we put on some promotions maybe during peak sales period. We could also put, now as I mentioned, we have some valleys as well. We could also launch limited time offers during these valleys. So during the low low time of sales, we could actually put out some limited offer in order to promote much further uh, for the sales of the product. Now we also have top five product by sales, top five product by quantity. Now, as you can see from these, um, the the robots and drones actually perform good, actually performs better. Now what we could actually put up, is actually um, we could actually introduce premium premium products, premium variables of these products. But we could actually like, let's say, if we combine these products into one bundle, which is actually um, things that we could recommend to let's say the marketing section. Hey, how about we promote these into like a bundles or so? So it's a bundle purchase. Let's see if it's a good idea. We also see, we could also see on the right side here is actually says sales by product quantities and quantity by product category. Now we could see the ebooks and blueprints. It didn't necessarily performs very well. Now we could actually introduce like a promotions, like a like I said before, we could actually sell those in bundles. Now we could also see quantity and sales per city, quantity and sales per category as a table here, as two tables here. Now we could see from this, you could actually sort this out using your filters on the dashboard, of course. Now I'm currently presenting the product in a slide, but you could actually interact with those. Now you could actually see the top sales is Washington and Houston and so on and so forth. And now this is actually relates to the next visualization, which is city by sales. We could actually see on the north side, on the left, um, which is Houston and Washington. Now, Now, what we could see from this is we could actually, prioritize on these regions, but also we could actually leverage some strategies. Let's say, for example, if Houston or Washington have such a great strategy onto the marketing, what we don't implement those onto other regions, like let's say Washington and Houston implemented cross-selling, for example, and we don't do cross-selling or upselling over on other states or other regions. We could actually implement those. There are different layers of strategies that we could implement on these sections. Now we have average order value by city. Now, now the thing that I recommended on this is actually to offer free shipping for large orders. So we put on a threshold of what a large order is. We could actually, like I said before, implement cross-selling and upselling strategies. Now, another insight that I would put up good use is actually to use real-time insights, real-time data, as well to refine inventory and pricing. We could also continuously monitor underperforming areas and adapt strategies. Like I said, if a region is better than the other region, we could actually implement the strategies that had been implemented by those great performing, best performing regions before onto other states or other regions. Now, Like I said, so these are actually a written explanation of what I explained before. So first of all, we have leverage high performing categories. Like I said before, we could adjust underperforming categories like blueprints in ebooks before, and also enhance regional sales. Prioritize for ranges like Washington and Houston that I've recommended on the slide before. Um, we could evaluate strategy to accommodate lower sales region. We could actually say to the marketing, oh, we could evaluate the strategy, like I said before, and we could utilize seasonal trends. Um, like I said, on the first visualizations to plan promotions during peak sales period or launch limited time offers during slower months. Now, we could actually now there's another insight that I would like to put up is increase customer retention. We could start loyalty programs to reward repeat customers if we don't have those. Now we could personalize email campaigns for high value clients. Now now actually another insight that I would put up to use is actually since I didn't implement it this time, we could actually this crossed my mind just right about now. We could actually implement customer segmentations, because it is a retention after all. And then there are different adjustments, so on and so forth. And I think that's all. Big thanks to you guys for actually paying attention to my presentations. Jazakumullah khairan kasir. These are some appendix that you could actually, you could see the process of me creating the master table, result master table, and these are an external links into my LinkedIn profile, into the dashboard used in this slide. You could also see my other projects. You might get to know me well. You might get to know what I am capable of. You might get to know what projects I've actually worked on before and lead on before. You could see my GitHub profile, my LinkedIn profile, so on and so forth. I think that's all. Assalamu alaikum.